Okay, now I'm ready to keep talking about next 5 lessons that I talked in a part 1 video. So hello everyone, how are you all doing? How is it going? Hope everyone is doing great. I'm doing okay. I'm doing actually tremendous. But so the part 1 video was about first 5 lessons that I learned from Ali Abdaal for more productive life, productive days, and today is a part 2 and we are continuing other five lessons, and I will continue by 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, lesson number 6 is the idea of doing what you are doing, and this idea really resonated with me and with my belief in living in the moment. I believe in living in the moment and to enjoy the moment. And Ali Abdaal actually took this idea from the blog called Raptitude, where the author of that blog post referenced the old book about spring cleaning. And who doesn't know, spring cleaning is just cleaning your house. Spring cleaning and speed spring cleaning. And that book was about cleaning your house in 42 minutes. And that blog post had this Latin phrase that was age quod agis. I hope that's how it's age quod agis. Do what you are doing. And the author of this blog post explained it in this way. He said, I take this to mean something more than just don't get distracted from the act of cleaning. I interpret it as bring all of your concern to exactly the task you are on now. So the idea is that, for example, when you're vacuuming, is that the book tells you to focus on that task, on vacuuming, without thinking and worrying about other things and other tasks. I think it's applicable to everything. For example, when I watch TV or I watch some movie, I would text, be in my phone, or talk with other people, and then I don't notice how the movie goes. I miss something, and I realize that if I just sit, watch, and focus on it, I will get so much joy out of it. The same with eating. When I eat something, I would like text or read or talk with people, and then I don't even notice where the food goes, that I'm done already, or in an hour I'll just forget what I ate or something. I don't know, have you ever had this kind of feeling? When you are doing what you are doing, you'll get most out of it. Ali Abdaal also introduces this interesting idea of improvisational productivity, and he got this from the investor Daniel Gross, who wrote the blog post again in his own blog, where he explained this idea of improvisational productivity by saying the longer you think about a task without doing it, the less novel it becomes to do. Which means when we get the idea, when we get some idea that excites us, we start thinking about it, planning about it, but the longer we do that, the more boring it becomes, the less interesting it becomes to us, and we just put off and don't do it because it feels like work now, not some kind of interesting idea. And it actually happened with me too. Like, for example, my girlfriend and I recently we had this idea to go, for summer trip to another state, like 2 months ago. But we just finished booking everything, it was just at the end of the May. We just procrastinated, put it off this long because we already started thinking about it, planning through the phone when we weren't fully ready for that. For example, Daniel Gross, as a solution, he doesn't think about idea fully. He'll jot down somewhere but then put it off and doesn't think about it unless he knows that he's fully ready to execute it. And I think that's what we had to do with my girlfriend. We had to come up with that idea, write it down somewhere in brain inbox. Here you go. Lessons are connecting with each other. I talked about brain inbox in part 1. So we jot down that idea, we'll leave it until we are fully free and ready to book everything, to plan everything. I think then we would have done everything much faster. So the next lesson is pretty obvious, but we always forget it or ignore it. But we own all of our time. No, really, just think about it. Oh, so we own all of our time, you know. Wait, what are you doing here? What do you mean we own all of our time? The time is uncontrollable, it just goes. Here, I have this time. We own all of our time, so... Oh my god. What? But just think about it, right? If you think about it, we own all our time, and you know, we are in control, and we have choice, and having that choice is the greatest power that we have as human beings. And what's funny is that I read about this, read something from the fortune cookie, and the fortune cookie said that at any given moment you are doing what you want to be doing, and it means that I don't have any excuses. I cannot say I don't have time or something, because I do have time, and I choose how to spend my time, what to spend my time on. And if that's the case, if I don't have time, it means that I don't want to spend my time on this thing because it's not in priority at this moment of time. And that's completely okay, because priorities shift, you know. So this idea is so empowering, because now I feel and I know that I'm responsible for my time, for whatever I'm doing, so that I'm in control of my time. And it's just a matter of prioritization and not being lazy. I know that deadlines is another question. I have to meet that deadlines, and I have the deadlines, but again, it is my choice if I just keep working to get to that, meet that deadline, for example at school or in my own projects, YouTube and stuff, and it's my choice. But of course there would be consequences. But again, I choose. If I choose that I'm okay with that consequences, you know, if I'm okay facing that consequences, then I don't know, wouldn't do that. And if you feel like, you know, playing games for 6 hours, then just do it. You know, everything depends. I mean, it depends on situation too. But again, you have choice. I have choice. And I own all my time that I have. Idea number 9, it's a very cool, I really like this idea, and I mentioned it in one of my Instagram posts. It's hell yeah or no. And actually I read this idea from the book that I'm currently reading on my Kindle. To be honest, not anymore. It's the book about essentialism, and it actually presents that idea too. So what it means is basically, if you hesitate to say hell yeah to the opportunity or offer, right? If you're hesitating, it means that the default answer is no. If you look at all decisions like that through that filter, then it's so much easier and easier to choose and to know what's important and what's not important. Like if you can't say to some opportunity offer hell yeah, like oh yeah I will do it, then it means something. It means that it's not very important to you, or it means that you are already stressed out and overwhelmed with things and you really don't have time for stuff. And after this idea, hell yeah or no, I realized that I cannot do everything, and I gotta say no to some things. and be selective with my time and energy, because I cannot do everything at once. As the book Essentialism says, almost everything is worthless and a very few things are exceptionally valuable. And the final 10th lesson is it's not even a lesson, it's an idea of protected time. So it is a neat technique, idea, whatever, for people who works for themselves or working on their own project. Like Ali, for example, he said that since he's working for himself, and when he works for himself as a YouTuber and has the business, he gets a lot of Zoom calls, meetings, and etc. So a lot of, you know, other people kind of having his time, so he needs this protected time for himself, so that he could spend some time for himself or for other personal projects that he have. In my case, I cannot work during summer off campus, so therefore I spend my time on growing this YouTube channel and on gaining some skills that will be valuable and useful for my future marketing career. So I'm working on that, and you know, I'm my own boss kind of thing, you know, and so I need this self-discipline. I work on my own, don't have deadlines, nobody tells me what to do and when to do so. And I usually get very busy because we are the worst bosses for ourselves and the worst critics. So I would put a lot of things in my to-do list and I'll get very busy. So to avoid burnout, I have this protected time starting from 8 p.m. when I just stop doing everything and just wind down, relax, you know, spend time with my girlfriend, or talk with my parents, or talk with my friends, watch movie, whatever I want, you know, just relax and prepare for bed and all that stuff. In this, I think it's important, at least for me, to have it so that I balance my life and work, so I don't get tired and burn out, because burnout is not a very good thing to have, especially for creative things like creating a video for YouTube, because it kills ideas. So yeah, that was 10 and 2 videos, part 2. There's a part 1 video that I made last week. So 10 lessons that I learned from Ali Abdaal that really helps my improve my day to day, and I use them whenever I have a chance to use it. So that's it for the video. Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate that. Hit that like button if you like this video. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't yet, and don't forget to share with your friends. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.